they see this as a great place.
Welcome again to Expat American. I am the Expat American. Where am I sitting right now? This is not my Moscow home. Why am I wearing business clothes and a lanyard? Why do I look very tired? Want to know more about Russia? Keep watching right now.
I have fresh eyes, but I may also be ignorant at times. I came here because I have a Russian wife. I came here innocently. I did not know sanctions were going to happen. I did not know the world was going to change. But since I've been here, I've seen what a great place Russia is. And from my perspective, from my fresh eyes, what makes Russia great and what makes Russia productive now is the traditional family values. And on the topic of immigration and who should come here, I think that needs to be the top priority. I think that's what's going to keep Russia strong. I think that's what's going to help Russia continue to grow. Russia needs more people. I'm personally a Christian, so I would love to have Christians come. But the important thing is people that are going to follow the rule of law, they're going to be productive, and they're not going to try and challenge traditional family values that Russia loves. We are in another train station, and look at it. It looks like a church. Airport-style security checks, as always. Look at that old train behind me. I assume it's just for pushing cars in the station, perhaps? They're flashing a red light there, I think, to go down from one end of the train to the other, so people working on the opposite ends of the train will see that they're ready to go if everything's clear. I'm yawning already, which is good news because I'm spending another night on the train, my preferred mode of travel in Russia when vacationing, overnight train. You don't have to pay for a hotel, and you just sleep all the way there, hopefully.
Rose? Или Rose?
Rose.
Rose. Joseph Stephen. Что тут падает? Понял.
Или Стивен.
Понял, ладно, хорошо. У вас 15 место, пожалуйста, проходите.
Хорошо, спасибо. So you've seen us in this kind of room before with 4 beds, but this time, since we have no children with us, we'll have to share this room, most likely with 2 hairy men. No offense to hairy men. Preiniki. And the trick is to take your shower in your flat before you get on the train, because it's almost nighttime in your flat anyway, and you may as well get the shower out of the way, especially in case they don't have one. I'm getting hot mashed potatoes for my wife for our late night snack before we go to bed. And if you're thinking, but Joe, I want to hear more about the train. You didn't show us much. As I've said before, I've done that already. I've done so many train videos. Go to our train playlist called Rails and watch those. Because I'm tired and I got a big conference tomorrow. But I'm gonna brush my teeth, and I feel tired, which is great. So I'm hoping that I will sleep well on this train, and it won't be like the last train ride where the bed was too small. Well, actually, it's a 2-story train, so that is kind of interesting. So there's a hall of bedrooms here and another hall of bedrooms right above our heads. I love the idea of Russian descendants returning to Russia. But, you know, in America, we have people that love America and people that hate America, and they're all Americans, and some of them are in positions of power. I don't want people coming to Russia that have Russian genetics that are going to hate the country.
Окружающих, особенно детей. Dear parents, please pay attention to the safety rules on the railway transport. Do not leave your children unattended. Please hold your children's hands at all times.
Спасибо. We are in Saint Petersburg for White Nights. We're so high up north and it's summertime. The sun doesn't fully set here, just in June. It's the train station's main hall here, and it says Saint Petersburg. And there is Peter. We are slowly waking up in a secondary lobby of the train station where we're making sure we're signed up correctly for the conference. Here's our badge for the conference. Lockers in the train station. It's interesting, this church-style lobby is a twin of the station we left in Moscow.
I think we really want to push for people that are going to continue to help this country be great and to grow. I think Russia needs people. I think the West is having a hard time right now, and this is Russia's time to collect the people that want to be productive and want to live normal lives.
Here we are in St. Petersburg for the first time on the channel. Looks like Europe to me, as always. I think this is my 4th time being here. Very beautiful, classic looking architecture. I got about 5 hours of sleep on the train, so I feel kind of tired. It'll be a busy day, running. I can't wait till we get to our rented flat for this week. And I would say the weather right now feels like air conditioning outside, maybe a tad on the sunny side. My wife getting ready to have breakfast. It says St. Petersburg, or I can get the Moscow, or I can get the, I don't know what that is, but this is Texas. And this is Paris.
This is Vienna.
Vienna? This is Vienna. What's the last one? Brussels. French style cafe right off the train station road. And I think I've been here before. And it's cool how the menu has names of different cities that, you know, the whole world knows. So how small is this world? Here is our breakfast. I wanted to get the Texas because I'm an American, but this sounded tastier. Looks like cream of wheat. Here's our fancy cappuccino. My heart is a little bit off center, but I will forgive them. Is that how I do it? My wife just told me I'm supposed to have this last, and I'm supposed to eat the eggs first. Right, darling?
That's what I think. It depends on the person.
My wife does not want her sausage. That's okay with me. I also get to finish her dessert. Where's that fork? How much is this meal, do you think? But Joe, what are the bathrooms like? Something like this. It looks like they have a back door here and a nice porch. I have to be careful I don't slide my chair back too far.
So the way I see it, this is the most normal country there is right now. And I'm shocked as an American to be in this position and to see this happening in the world.
Darling, how much was that?
It was 1,250 rubles.
Which is about
maybe $11.
maybe $11 for breakfast, or 12? And how does that compare to Cracker Barrel?
No, wait. It's more than $11. It's $14.
14? Oh my gosh. European style, in my opinion, buildings everywhere, just on every street, just stretching as far as the eye can see. I like the balconies everywhere. Look at these giant flower pots and my beautiful flower right here.
And I think it's a great opportunity for Russia to be even better and to help people that think like Russia does and feel like Russia does and care about families and care about values to come here and to live a normal life.
Look at that plane overhead. Sveta and I are walking to the conference. There's the sign behind her. Flags. This is apparently an annual thing, so it's like a massive compound with a lot of security. So looks like its own city. Svetlana. Sir. Some cool cars over there. We're inside now. Svetlana, where do we go?
We go to Ross.
Looks like this is a giant expo for all kinds of people. We're just one. Like many different industries. That's what it looks like. Just look at this place, it's incredible. It's like all these different kiosks and things you can go to, and we have to find out where we're supposed to be speaking, and our badge says that, and there's people doing a panel right there out in the open, so we might be there for the next block, I'm not sure. All these different things on display. It's like a World's Fair. So I found our conference hall, and it is more of a traditional style conference hall, and I feel like I'm the only guy here not wearing a tie. Hello to all the viewers from Russia, Europe, and the United States. I've been using Synthesit for a long time, and I recommend that you check out the video interviews with people who have used Synthesit to restore their health and vitality. Over the past 3 years, consumers have given about 400 interviews. And if you go to Synthesit's YouTube channel, you can find playlists in English, German, and Russian to see these interesting interviews. Perhaps among these interviews, you will find cases that will help you solve your health problems and regain vitality. I will be glad if my information helps you live better, feel better, and be healthy. Be sure to check out these unique video materials, which include interviews with famous athletes, doctors, and ordinary people. These are very interesting stories of real people. What mistakes do people make? What do they regret? What are they proud of? What difficult situations do they face, and how do they cope with them? All the links are in the description of this video.
a couple from the US, Svetlana Anokhina and Joseph from Expat America. I think that it's not a secret that you are a family, you are a couple. So I think that maybe for Joseph Rose it was easier to move to Russia.
When the conflict started happening a year ago, my wife and I were concerned. We had just moved here. We have 5 kids with us. We want them to be safe. So we started the YouTube channel Expat American because we wanted to let normal people in the West know Russia is not where the bad guys live. And so we've been putting this message out on our channel, and people from the West are contacting us, normal people. They're emailing her like crazy. She cannot keep up with all the requests, wondering how they might be able to relocate here, how they might be able to move here, because of religion, because of their children, because of just living an unpersecuted life with their own political opinions.
For families who take a serious and difficult decision to move to Russia, they actually want it. They really want it. We say they come from non-friendly countries, but people who live there are very friendly. They love Russia, and they write really touching letters. I just don't have time to read them out loud, but these are people who share our traditional values, who want to become part of our big family, but unfortunately they face a lot of obstacles on their way.
I was supposed to do most of the speaking. Sveta was going to speak just a little bit, and because the translation was slow, she took over, did almost all the talking, and I just spoke for a little bit, and she did way better than me. Now she's working hard, planning our next events for the trip. Svetlana with all these authentic Russian dolls. Darling, how do you feel?
Great.
How was your speech?
I'm tired. I don't know. You will tell.
You were better than me.
Nervous.
You were
No,
better
I
than
don't
me,
think so.
darling. Oh yes, yes. You had a line of men wanting to talk to you afterwards.
Can't compare.
I only had an American and a German that wanted to talk to me. There's all these different news agencies here, and they're interviewing people in these glass boxes just as you walk down the hall. And sometimes not even in a glass box, sometimes just right in the hall. And actually came up and interviewed me right before my panel, so you might want to try and find that somewhere. I guess it'll be on TV. Just got the complimentary drinks here, and I mean, I can't film it all, guys. It's just exhibit after exhibit after exhibit in this giant hall. I guess just different businesses that want to let investors know that they exist. Svetlana?
Joseph?
So someone on Telegram just asked, why are we at the Economic Forum? And now I'm questioning myself, what is this? What are we doing here?
Well, we were just representing the panel for immigrants, and immigration is a part of economy, of any economy of any country, because these are people who are coming here and they can work or they can invest, or, you know, it's all connected, so that's why.
2 meals later and lots of walking through this romantic city and shuttle buses and taxis, we have finally made it to where we'll be living for a couple days in a beautiful rented flat. Wouldn't you like to see it? I'll show you in the next video. But in the meantime, leave a comment, click like, subscribe, ring the bell notification, click the share button to interrupt this speech, and send this video to your friends, and click the box to see what happens next.
For example, there are farmers and people of ordinary jobs. There are no quotas for them, but they still want to move here, live here, and be active members of the society. They need to learn Russian. This is a serious task. They need to be assimilated, adopted here. I have 5, 6 or more emails per day from different people. Letters come from Britain, Canada, US, other European countries, Germany, Australia, and New Zealand. People with their families some of them have never visited Russia, and they just feel scared to live where they are. And they believe that Russia is a safe haven for them, sort of a Russian ark where they will be safe and their children will be safe.